What up? What up? What up? What up? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast for the one, the only, the motherfucking general at the motherfucking sports betting podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, we made it. We got them. We killed them bitches last night. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you guys I was going to make everything 100% documented, 100% transparent, and 100% fucking free. Everything online for the world to see. So consider this my recap for NFL Week 1 of 2023. Let me start off with my losers. My losers over here. There's only about 4 of them bitches right here on the side. Number 1, we took the Kansas City Chiefs money line because, again, Patrick Mahomes was 5-0 in Week 1. I trusted him and Andy Reid. I didn't care they didn't have Chris Jones and Travis Kelce. I roll with fucking Patrick Mahomes. He's the chosen one. And guess what? It wasn't him that let me down. It was that fucking Tony motherfucker, that Tony bitch that kept dropping everything up and down. That motherfucker, I'd cut him today. So he cost us 210 on the money line. The second loss of the week was the Seahawks money line. I can't believe Matthew Stafford looked that good. Aaron Donald was a beast. McVay clearly doesn't want to get Caleb Williams out of USC. He's trying to win in the postseason. And the Seahawks, man, that was fucking trash. Geno Smith, my fucking ass. All those first round picks on defense, all those first round picks on offense. Man, that offensive line was garbage. I can't believe the Seahawks lost like that. I am surprised. I thought without Cooper Kupp, the Rams were going to struggle on offense. I thought they were going to be trash, but guess what? They showed up and they showed out. So we lost on that Seahawks money line. And then the final two, I took the Chargers -3 because I trusted that defense. I still don't like Tua's bitch ass. I continuously believe that he always underthrows his wide receivers, and I didn't trust his offensive line. They were missing like 3 starters on the O line, and I thought the Chargers defense were going to be beasts. Not with Joe the Bosa kid, with Khalil Mack, with their starting free safety. I thought the Chargers defense was going to be elite. Nah, they got ran over. Tua dropped 36 on that ass. So Chargers let me down. That was probably a big disappointment right there. The shocker was probably the Seahawks. I can't believe they looked trash against the Rams. But that was disappointing from the Chargers. And then last but not least, the Saints. Derek Carr. So Derek Carr won the game, but like always, he fucks betters. He fucking screws people who support him. And this motherfucker, man, I can't believe his bitch ass wanted to win the game by 1 point, and we had him on the -3 even. So that was trash. We'll see if I play him again next week, because again, I do think the Saints are going to win this division. I think Derek Carr is behind the top offensive line in this division, and I think the Saints are going to do good this year. But they only won the game by 1 point. I had him at -3, so that's why we lost. That was a bad beat. The Chargers were a disappointment. The Seahawks were a just fucking shocker because of how trash they are, and the Seahawks and the Chiefs were just sad. That was a sad beat because Mahomes did everything in his power to throw the ball right to his wide receivers, and they dropped that shit, looking like some bitches out there. So these are my 4 losses of the week. Everything documented, everything 100% transparent, and everything 100% free. So let's get to the fucking win side over here, baby. Yay, yay! So these are all my wins for the week. One by one, I took the Jets on the money line. Yeah, I was scared without Aaron Rodgers, but fucking Zach Wilson pulled it out for me. Ravens were my lock of the week, $1,000 on the money line to win 200. I was never worried. I was never scared. I said that shit was free money. I can't believe they were only -500 on the money line. So they were my biggest bet of the week. I dropped a G. Next two, I took the Eagles because of their defensive line. Mac Jones is sorry. Mac Jones is trash. I can't wait for them to replace him in the offseason. Their defense looked elite, but Mac Jones just couldn't keep up. And the Eagles' defense, especially their defensive line, not their backfield, but their defensive line, still looks elite. So I took them on the 3.5 and the money line. Over here, I took the Jags money line. They pulled up for me. Raiders, I told you guys, Jimmy Garoppolo, he has a lot of rapport with McDaniels. McDaniels always said when he was in New England with the Patriots that was his guy. He never wanted to trade him to San Francisco. He loves Jimmy G. And I think when he went to the Raiders out here, I just knew it was going to be something special because he has a lot of rapport. He knows the playbook. He understands the philosophy. He understands the reads. So I think that's going to throw Vegas off sides for a bit. I think Jimmy G is going to do really good with McDaniels. He's not a new QB going into a new system. He's known McDaniels for years. He knows the playbook and he knows how he wants to run the offense. And he still has Devontae Adams and a beast run game and a decent offensive line. I think Jimmy G is going to be all right. I think he could win 8 or 9 games this season. That's just me. Next up, we got the Cleveland Browns. I told you guys that Joe Burrow is hurt. His calf injury is an issue, and he still has a garbage offensive line. Meanwhile, on the Browns end, they got Myles Garrett, they got Smith, they got good DBs. I think Deshaun Watson's trying to validate his career and prove that he deserves all that money. We'll see. I don't have the Browns going deep into the postseason, but I have the Browns coming out hot because Deshaun Watson, he's trying to make a statement. He's trying to validate, and shut up all his critics. He's trying to show the world that he has what it takes to be a top 5 QB. And I think the Browns defense and the Browns roster is really stacked. So I think he's going to go. I think he's going to do good in the regular season. Where I question him is in the postseason, but we'll see. And then last but not least, over here on this side is the Packers. I told you guys again, top offensive line. Jordan Love is not special. He's not the truth. He's not the future. But guess what? He has a top offensive line. He has wide receivers everywhere. He has a solid defense, and I think he has a really good roster. So I think Jordan Love, I think he's going to do great this year. Not because he's special, but because the roster around him is special. Kind of like Brock Purdy up in San Francisco. Sometimes it's not about the QB. It's about putting weapons around that QB and letting them do it, letting them feast, letting them eat, letting them put in the work on the side. So very happy about all 4 of those picks. And then I got 3 more for you. We took the Cowboys on Sunday night, -3. I don't like Daniel Jones. I don't like Danny Dimes. I think he's overrated. I think he whack. I think he's trash. It's all about Saquon Barkley. And I told you guys, Cowboys are one of the best defenses in the league. And I told you Dak Prescott, in my opinion, is one of the best regular season quarterbacks in history. Let me say that one more time. Dak Prescott is one of the best regular season quarterbacks in history. He loves the regular season. But a motherfucker's scary of the postseason. All he throws is interceptions and pick sixes and fumbles that shit with his bitch ass. But in the regular season for 2023, I'm riding the Cowboys all fucking day because they love to dominate the regular season. That's their thing. And then 2 more, last but not least, Saturday. Told you guys I was riding with Prime Time, Coach Deion Sanders, Coach Prime up in Colorado. Made me another fucking $200. Told you guys I'm betting them all fucking year, all season long. And last but not least, 49ers. Bitch, that was easy. Enough said. Ladies and gentlemen, all my plays for the first week of 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for following.